how are we doing today? Happy Mondays yet again. Alright. Microphone's working, camera's working, everything's working. Guys, we are up against Team Glorp Cat. First off, thank you all for joining the stream. I hope you will enjoy the next two games up ahead of us. We really need to win this, guys, okay? So let's get on into the draft without further ado. Alright, so we are on the red side today. The preferred side for Eversio on most games. They do like to counterpick their top lane. However, I think there might be a shift in plans sometimes, as these days we saw Awaken in the last match and he will be playing today again. So we'll have to see how it goes. Awaken usually is not very resource heavy as well, so he might not want the last pick specifically, but we'll see. Other than that, of course, they can give the last pick to Mechanics. He's been doing really well this series, as yeah, he's had great CS across the board. He's played a lot of champs across the board as well. Interesting, Eversio banning out the Zahen, as Varsal was seen playing this champ quite often. We also get that Rakan ban. We have Hido joining Eversio again, guys. Hido is the absolute unit of Eversio here. It's Mike's pretty low. Alright, is this better? Hello, test, alright. Should be better now, right? Alright. So, yeah, we see the Ambessa ban here from Eversio as well. Zahen, Ambessa, Rakan, these are champs that can really maybe hit the AD carry in a bad way, right? So Hido, just making sure he doesn't get pressured. Varus first pick. Alright. Let's see. So, let's turn this up this way. So Varus first pick here from Team Glorp Cat. Varus, a bit of a tricky champ to draft around. He can poke, he can engage, he can disengage. He can kind of do it all. I like Nocturne here. Nocturne is he's been buffed recently as well. He can go in onto the Varus, and if they are going to go with the engage comp, he can really deny that. We see Jinx, and usually you want that AoE mid lane with Jinx. Let's see if they go something like Lulu here, or the buff support. Personally, I prefer Zeri, or I prefer the Yonara. I think he does Zeri's a lot better. It's not him actually, it's the champion. I think Jinx, maybe I'm talking out of my head, but I think she's not in the best spot considering the other options that are available. Now don't get me wrong, if we go to that 5-6 item game, Jinx is potentially one of the best AD carries in the whole game. But I just think that Yunara offers more into the laning phase as well, into the mid game, and usually the games are kind of finished there. And Zeri is that hyperscaling ADC, and we know he does really good on it, right? So as predicted here, Awaken not really caring about the counter matchup, he goes with a blind Sion pick. And we see Ornn followed up here from Glorpcat. Ornn versus Sion, it's not really a bad matchup for either side. Both tanks will be just farming up, right? So yeah, Ornn kind of going along the engage line. Is not really known for a disengage, but excuse me, he is definitely an engage champion. He can start the engage, Varus follows up. Let's see what they go for here. It could be the... Alright, Karma was not my expected support. I would have loved to see something that follows up the engage here, or maybe, you know, something that can help them disengage if they need it. Karma will speed them up, will be great in lane, of course. Karma Varus very strong in lane, and might be the saving grace to deny the Jinx skill if she gets a big shield off and not allowing the reset. Let's see here what the pick will be. It will be the Mel mid lane. Alright, Mel just got buffed recently, and we know the mechanics is very proficient on this champion. He is aware what to do, so I'm sure we're gonna have a good Mel game. Varus, Karma, not really that mobile of champions, and Mel can also reflect back the Varus ultimate, the Karma Q, and the Ornn ultimate, so a very strong pick in the right hands here. The problem would be what ability to reflect at the end of the day. So let's see here with the Gwen ban. We continue on down the line. Eversio targeting this top lane a lot. Zahen, Ambessa, Gwen. It might be Gwen jungle though. I might be misreading this. It might be the jungle actually that they are really targeting here. Zahen and Best Sanguine are all top laners, but they're all junglers by today's standards as well, right? So let's see here, next ban from Glorp. We see the Lulu ban. Lulu Jinx will be banned out. Now I think Milia Jinx is just a little bit perhaps better, but I think Eversio should ban Yumi Hidden OP jungle pick. Alright, Asakana, spoken like a true scholar. I don't think they'll do that, but instead they might, you know, let's see. They might ban like a Pantheon, I imagine here. Or maybe the Jarvan if enemy team plays it, if they're scared of junglers here. That can target ADC. Malphite is a good ban. Yep. Staying on the path of not wanting to kill Hido. Now, I understand. I mean, they will have trouble if Hido goes down, but they still have the Mel and Glorp. If they were to draft the Malphite here, Malphite or Karma, it's not really a strong combination, is it? Then you just have Varus. So if Denevers you go like for a Nocturne jungle with full lethality, crit chance, they will just one-shot the Varus. And Glorp will have no damage. In fact, it's almost like they heard it. They ban out the Nocturne here. So let's see what the next picks will be. It will be a Nico support here for Iconic. Very interesting. I think Nico makes sense in the sense that with Jinx you kind of want that AoE. So Nico Mel. Alright, he was considering other things. Let's see. Alright, Thresh locked in. So Thresh against Varus Karma. Very low mobility bot lane. If he can get those nice hooks off, which you know Iconic he can definitely find them. They will be able to turn that into a kill, hopefully on Hido. So let's see. What's next here going to be picked? We will have Blind, the jungle pick here. I'm curious as to why jungle pick went so low into the tier list. So into the pick list. It's not common to have a jungle so late, but we go with the Trundle Blind here from Glorp. I think Lilia would be a great pickup here from Eversio. They have the front line and the engage from Sion and Thresh. Lilia, Mel can kind of get people to a low threshold and Jinx gets the reset. Lilia does really well into Trundle, farms faster and doesn't play into him, right? Trundle really likes if Eversio goes something like Wukong, Pantheon, Xin Zhao, Jarvan. These are all terrible ideas into the Trundle. So I would hope here the Lilia gets picked up. I don't know how comfortable Varsal is on the champion. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, Moondog could be a good pick here, but I don't think he plays it all that often, but we'll see. The Lilia is getting covered. I think Jarvan is not the greatest pick here. You're up against Syndra, you're up against Varus. They're gonna burst you down and it gets locked in. I'm not too sure this is the best call of action, but I'll trust in the pick and we'll see from there. I think Jarvan just will not provide like enough damage and stuff like that, right? Karma shield and whatnot, but the idea is to get a pick and to help Jinx sort of get the resets, but I think like a strong combination's always been like the sort of AoE mid laners and getting people to a low HP threshold and then like one reset leads to more, right? Think like the Brand, the Lilia, stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see how it plays out here as the lobby will still have to be made. We'll talk a bit about the individual matchups. And starting off in the top lane, we have of course Ornn against Sion. We talked a bit about this before, but the matchup isn't really in favor of anyone. I would say maybe it's potentially slightly Sion favored in the early game, just because Sion base damages on max charge Q are really high, and his E also lowers armor, and Ornn's, well, part of Ornn's damage does come from that too. So I think it might be Sion favored just a bit in that, but I would assume Ornn doesn't overextend too much and does have the space. Another interesting way that it could be Sion favored is if Sion plays his passive, sort of dies, gets the wave, kills the Ornn, and then crashes that wave as well. It could be Sion favored from there, taking a 1-for-1. I think Sion can potentially carry a bit better than Ornn, because Ornn also is facing the Mel. So these are some things to consider. Of course, max late game Ornn, he's going to be giving out items, but realistically here, he's only going to be buffing the Varus and the Syndra, right? Trundle is just kind of there. He should not be a big problem for Mel damage. And then Jinx will be able to finish off that Trundle. So that's just how I'm assuming things, but we'll get on to Trundle soon. Actually, move on to him. Trundle versus Jarvan. I was against this matchup. I think they clear on similar clear speeds. I think Jarvan is of course just a bit faster, just because of his inherent AoE abilities. Trundle will have to land like a couple extra autos compared to Jarvan in the clear. The reason I have a trouble with it is that if Jarvan overextends his EQ, Trundle is completely winning. He removes AD, he slows Jarvan, he can throw Pillar to deny his allies from engaging with the Jarvan, or to trap the Jarvan and sort of get a quick kill on him. He can also remove resistances from the Jarvan as well, making him going to have a really hard time sort of engaging and not getting one shot by the likes of Syndra or Varus, right? And Jarvan also has the problem that his damage is very sort of burst heavy, right? So he like throws all his abilities at one place, and then like that's it. That's all he has. He needs to wait a couple of seconds. Karma Shield kind of denies that if he goes full Lethality Jarvan, which I'm assuming maybe is the reason he locked it in. As full Lethality Jarvan, I mean, it could do a lot better than Bruiser Jarvan here if he picks more sort of assassin angles, right? If you can find ways to go onto the Varus without kind of the Trundle interfering. One last thing about this matchup, Trundle against Jarvan. If Jarvan ever ults in, Trundle can kind of pillar either Jarvan's allies from keeping them away, or if Jarvan is in isolation, he can pillar between his ally and Jarvan and kind of denying that small bit of space right inside the Jarvan Cataclysm itself. But anyways, so moving on here to the mid lane matchup, Syndra against Mel. Syndra champion that Mechanics is definitely sort of like he's aware how to play this champion. I think it is Mel favored. Mel just kind of is a really strong laner. She outranges most mid laners as well. I think Syndra needs a couple of levels to scale up. Plus the Syndra, I believe Alt and E might get reflected, but I might be wrong about that. If they don't, I mean that's a lot better for Glorp Cat, right? But it is Mechanics on Mel. He has really good CSing. Question is, like, does Eversio have enough setup for a Mel? I think they might need a bit more, in my opinion, but I think if Thresh lands a hook on critical targets like the Karma, Syndra or Varus, I think they're just gonna get one shot by the Mel, right? And yeah, so not really too strong of an advantage, but definitely a slight advantage I think in terms of Mel, and especially the fact that Mel can reflect so many abilities here, and Glorp Cat as well kind of drafted low mobility champions. I mean that Mel E in a team fight could go really hard here, landing on multiple units, slowing and rooting everyone, right? And yeah, let's talk a bit about this bot lane. Thresh Jinx against Varus Karma. Now, I'm not the best at identifying bot lane strengths, but from what I see here, Varus Karma kind of wants to poke down Jinx Thresh because they have no healing, and of course Varus Karma have that range. But if they ever overstep and Thresh lands a Q anywhere from level 1 to level 2 potentially, I'm not saying it's gonna be a kill because Jinx has very low damage early game, right? But with maybe level 2, with traps, you know, it could definitely give them a lot of lane presence, let's say that. So, Eversio kind of want Varsal to bail them out. Eversio definitely want either Hido or Mechanics in mid lane to get ahead in order to win this game, so we'll have to wait and see. Believe it or not, guys, they have not even started the lobby yet. How sad is that, huh? And there will be spectator delay as well. So we'll need to wait another 2 minutes. Oi, oi, oi. But let me hear from you guys in comments. Is there anything you want to talk about? The last thing in the chat is Mr. Azakana telling us that Yumi is a hidden OP jungler, but I don't know. Maybe in Diamond D it is. Alright. They're gonna finally start the lobby. So we're gonna have like another extra 2 minutes together. I mean, what else can I go over that I haven't? Let's try to talk a bit about items here, maybe. Some key itemization options. I think Varus kind of can get away with going a bit more sort of off-build here, not really full lethality, but I think if Jarvan is lethality, you definitely want to go lethality. If If Jarvan isn't Lethality and he's more Bruiser, you kind of want to tech into that, like Ginsu's Rage Blade, maybe the Dusk and Dawn. I don't know if they go Nashers, I have no idea. But yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. Into Sion, like the big health targets here. It doesn't matter if they build magic resist, like the damage Varus will be pumping out is just huge. And then Syndra just one-shots Jinx, right, and what's left. But I would assume here that Eversio want to accelerate Hido. The problem with Jinx, I fear, is that sometimes even on 3 items, it's just not even enough. It like doesn't do that much damage. And Glorp have like the champions like Trundle and Ornn. It's really hard, guys, for Jinx, because it doesn't have really great mobility, does it? And in order to deal damage, you kind of have to auto attack. And if she walks up, gets pillared, gets Ornn ulted or Ornn E'd into pillar, right? It hits them up, and it does a lot of damage as well. So yeah, it's kind of hard to see the vision here. Of course, if they can get the Trundle and Ornn off of them, right? Off of Hido, it will be good. You have Iconic on Thresh, you have even the Mel and Sion all peeling for Hido. Glorp are kind of a front to back with the exception of Ornn. Ornn can sort of start a fight from anywhere. But Mel W does deny that as well. So if they're going to be playing front to back, I think Eversio have what it takes for sure to keep Hido alive. I'm curious if Jarvan is full Bruiser or full Lethality, as Lethality build would be good, just getting the one shot onto Syndra, but if he ever missteps, Varsal is in a world of hurt, for sure. Let's see. Why no Ivern? Well, it's not really a champion a lot of junglers like playing, let's say. It's definitely reserved for people that spent a lot of time on this champion, right? It's a very different clear to other champions, and he does provide for a team, but in the current meta you kind of want that CC and frontline. Daisy offers it a bit, but it's you might want to then tech in like an Alistar or maybe like a Rel or Leona to start fights quicker, right? Set up for Ivan. And then you might be a bit low damage as well, so there's a lot of stuff. Alright, let's see. You need a team of your own self, and we'll see. Show them your Ivern. Guys, we have 1 minute 40 seconds before the game. Let's hope no pauses, because it's been a while now, and we'd really like to see how it goes. If somehow Karma gets ahead, might be a bit of trouble, because those big AoE shields could deny a lot of what Mechanics wants to do, and yeah, I mean, Eversio could definitely fall behind here. Okay, if Jinx starts falling behind, it's gonna be close to game over, I think. Of course, now Glorp might not play it as good and like int a bit later, but if they can get Hido behind, I mean, then they just full send it on to mid, right? Or mid just keeps it a bit safe. Get Hido behind, send AD carry mid, and then just gank Mechanics on repeat. I think that's the game plan. Eversio kind of just want Hido alive. They want Mechanics to go even or win in mid lane. And it's all up to Varsal and Iconic to sort of do that, you know, to keep the Mel and Jinx afloat. Awaken wants to not fall too far behind, although it might be tricky with Trundle if Trundle repeat gank stop a bit before winning, right? So we'll see. Yes, definitely there's still a full Malta roster. Let's see. We are 5 seconds away from glory, guys. Good luck, Eversio, you're gonna need it, as we need these wins. So let's see how it goes. Master, mostly master they are. We don't have GMs in Malta, not at the moment. Alright, let the games begin. Oh. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. The Rift of Summoners. Let's do this, baby. Come on, Eversio. 2-0. You can do it. We believe. Eversio learned a lot from what it seems here, Varsal. Starting off in the bot side camps. Let's see here. Will Varsal gank level 2 is the question. He might get invaded if he does. He could potentially full clear. So let's see. It does seem like it's the case. Varsal will be full clearing enemy camps here, as you can see. And now he will be set up to get a quick little gank here in the bot lane. Oh, there's the flash. Varsal lands it. There's the hook. First blood onto Hido. Excellently played here by Eversio. And they're starting to play into their fantasy, right? They want Hido to get accelerated. Trundle now forced to split map as he's on the other side. He will be taking Varsal's stuff, but Varsal happy to split the map, as he will be playing around bot side in this game. Let's see. Trundle only comfortable taking just Raptors. It's Varsal's lucky day, it seems. Oh, we see him actually drop his priority in jungle just to hover around bot side. It's very interesting from the Trundle. Konik lands the hook. There is a flash from both Eversio bot laners. Can they land the last hits? Hido gets another one. Varus trying his best to get more, but he can't. And Trundle is now spotted. He does back off Varsal's blue buff. Varsal is so ahead in jungle at the moment. Bernino here on Trundle having a hard time actually catching up. He's trying his best to take Eversio's topside camps here, but this should allow Varsal to recall and go again for enemy Raptor camp here. A nice little map split play here by Varsal. Now they might try to set up a dive here onto Awaken in top lane, but it's going to be diving Sion with an Ornn. It's not really the easiest thing to do, but let's see. Eversio are aware of it. And Varsal is on the way to Raptors. He has triple longsword. And he definitely has priority for this. Let's see. I'm surprised Glorp Cat do not drop a single ward here around the Raptors. They should know this could happen. And we see Iconic landing another hook here. As predictive, those hooks land is really dangerous with those Jinx traps. We see the flash now used on Varus. How many flashes did this bot lane have? It feels like they've been flashing forever. And Varsal here looking for the dive onto bot lane, but Trundle is here. And Hido's tanking the tower. He's on a killing spree. And he will be giving that up to the Trundle, which, I mean, hey, you'll take it, right? And it's a nice way for Hido to drop killing spree. They also crash the wave here. It's a bit of a shame they get the kill on Karma, not the Varus. So at least the AD carry from the side of Glorp Cat does not fall behind in this play that much. But still, that's a BF sword on first recall for Hido. Alright, we see Varsal successfully taking the enemy camps here. He took the Raptor camp. He did not take the Krugs. And he's back into his own jungle here to clear. You see Trundle here looking to gank Mechanics in the mid lane. He just used his E. Oh, very late flash from Mechanics here. He really greeted that one. He will be falling in the end. Varsal was here to try and contest, but without his mid laner, they can't really retaliate. A great gank from the Trundle. Mechanics just used E and can't really contest it. So yep, as you can see here, it is slightly Sion favored, or it just might be an awakened diff. We'll never know. Let's see here. We didn't talk about it, but Eversio did secure that dragon. That's a very strong dragon in the early game. I think from all the dragons, it's either this one or the Hextech dragon I would be most happy with as a laner. As this dragon gives health regen and mana regen. So it's really going to help you stay in lane longer, get that farm. Varsal has been on point this game. He's really outclassed his opponent with that map split. Now it's all up to Hido. Mechanics, despite being down at death, he is not down in any CS. His experience is the same, they're both 8. We see top lane with a slight CS lead here, 10 CS for Awaken. Flash from Iconic. Flash for Flash. Oh, the hook misses! That could have been so good. But now Varus has no flash. Let's see. Hido rocking the Arcane Jinx skin. He's not using that the Fracture Jinx skin, you know, because he's a Sigma guy. Uses the free Arcane skin that we all have, but it does look much nicer than the normal Jinx, I must say. And that's a full Yuntals completed on the Jinx. Ay ay ay. Hido's gonna hurt tonight. Let's see, Alex here gets ganked again. There's the pillar. And he does get a root off on 2, but he does not get a trade. It's going to be rough for him before he gets a couple of items, but he's not going to get that far behind. Despite going down here, the Trundle pillar just doing work there. Little to nothing Mel can do about it. Let's see here. Iconic gets clipped by the Varus ult. He does not have flash. He hooks in. But Varsal opting to go out, and I think it's a smart play here. There are 4v3 as the Syndra is around town here. Mechanics is pushing in the mid lane, trying to get back what he lost. But that is another kill on the Syndra. Awaken the Goat in the top lane gets the solo kill onto the Ornn. And he is up that 10 CS lead as well. Alright, Eversio chilling at the moment. They are down 300 gold, but they're in a very comfortable position. They have that first dragon, which will help. And they were expected to lose a bit in the early game, especially through the Jinx. But Jinx is actually 3 kills, guys. Come on. While 2 of the kills are on the Trundle. Now, don't get me wrong, Trundle with kills has a very strong mid game. But he's by far not the late game carry you'd expect to carry a game for you, right? Yep, and that's kind of what I was afraid with the Jarvan pick. I just think that against champions like the Syndra, like the Trundle, like the Varus, you're just a bit too squishy for them and they just one-shot you. And more he's going the lethality build, but we'll wait and see how this plays out. Iconic throws down the lantern, and now this Trundle is on a killing spree. He has a big power spike in the Trinity Force. He'd have forced to flash, but I think this flash might be a bit redundant. Oh no, the teleport from Awaken saves Hido. But I'm afraid the Eversio kind of go all in here. They lost a kill, they lost a flash, they lost barrier on the Jinx, they even lose teleport on the onto Awaken, who was winning his lane, now has to walk back top lane. Is this even worth it in the end? And I don't think they'll even take Dragon from it. Luckily though, Mechanics gets the solo kill into the mid lane, despite being down 2 kills. How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, let's see if Eversio wants to play around this dragon. They know they have a strong Jinx, but do they know there's 4 members stacked in a bush? Team Glorp capped, we're on a ward. Of course we know. Come on, guys. And Iconic drops another one. Let's see here, that's the second dragon. If Eversio get this, they're sitting pretty. And they do secure it, that's 2 dragons to their name. If Eversio get 2 more, they're in a comfortable spot. It's gonna be Chemtech Dragon, which to be honest, isn't really the best for them. They much have rather had Hextech Infernal here, or Cloud Drake even, but Cloud was impossible, right? So yeah, I think it's a bit rough. Because it's not Bruiser Jarvan, and it's not... well, it only benefits Awaken in this case, right? Making him a bit more tanky. Let's see here. Hido does not have flash. The Lantern will not be clicked in time. As he does get Varus ulted as well. And he will go down. We continue the fight here in the bot lane. And we see Varsal gets clipped there as he does go down. Iconic is kind of dodging the tower dive. Awaken also in some trouble on top side. We see Mechanics rotating over to the bot lane. As Eversio really bolster down on this bot lane. This Trundle. I can see why Eversio banned so many of his champions and he's still performing. He did not have the best start, but he definitely knows how to transition. And he found those ganks, he found those kills, accelerated their team back onto a map state where they are winning. But still Eversio have those two dragons. Let's not ride them out yet. Oh, Alex gets the solo play again as both mid laners kind of trade one another in the bot side. We see Awaken here getting ganked by the Trundle. The ult is still available. There's the pillar. They will not be able to get Awaken. The flash does save him. Let's see this potential bot lane dive here. Varsal goes in. The damage is mitigated by Karma. It's kind of what expected from the draft here, and the dive was a bit too much. They seemed hesitant and it does not work out here. And there's the Rift Herald. Let's see here, there's the Rift Herald getting used in the bot side. And that will be a dead tier 1 bot lane turret. We see Varsal looking for the potential gank in the mid lane. And a lot of damage here onto Awaken, but he just shrugs it off. There comes Trundle, guns blazing. Iconic gets clipped. And Trundle is unstoppable. Awaken almost finds the solo play here in top side. And the turret's getting a beating. Oh no. This is not what I expected seeing the early game, but alright, Varsal. Oh no! Oh, I wish that was not caught on stream. Alright, let's pan over to Hido or something. Okay, there's the dragon. It's rough, guys. It's really looking rough. Can Hido keep it together? I am not sure. Alright. We're in a position where we really need a play to go in our way, right? That's the tough part about it. We're definitely now not in a comfortable state. Eversio needs a play to go in their favor. Iconic just will get caught out here, but no, Hido luckily saves him with a nice trap there. But yeah, we need Glorp Cat to play badly, basically. And Hido gets like 20 million shutdowns. Alright, let's see here, guys. I'm really trying to find the words to say, or any potential outs here, but I'm watching just as scared as you guys for what is about to happen. But we really need this win. So Eversio kind of need to slow things down, but if they do, I mean, Baron's an option here for Glorp Cat. We've not had a singular proper fight yet. Let's see, Varsal here goes onto the Syndra, dealing a ton of damage. There is the Jinx Rocket, and it's starting to make sense now. Hido gets another one, that's a double kill. Can we get more? The Trundle falls, that's a shutdown for Mechanics. 3 kills for naught here. Eversio are back, baby. Woohoo! Laughable Llama, I couldn't have said that at the worst time. Eversio got 3 kills, man. Now can we get more? Awaken here in the bot lane, gets the turret as well. Let's go. And there's Baron started as well by Eversio. Can we finish it? With his lethality, Varus, he can get the damage out. Here comes Awaken on the Scion. He goes in onto the Varus, and this Varus is down as well. There's the Baron. It's another kill for Hido. 420 into his pocket. Eversio. Eversio. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. Alright, guys. Who was not believing in this game? Certainly not me 20 seconds ago. But yeah, I told you. We need Glorp Cat to play badly, and that's exactly what they did. They left Syndra out in the open against the Jarvan. A rocket, a beautiful rocket from Hido from downtown, gets the first reset. Trundle overcommits into the Mechanics kind of gets him low enough. And yeah, the rest was history. So we're now massive gold swing here, back onto Eversio, 1.3k up. And the good news is that most of it is on Hido. He's 11k gold here, but it's equivalent to this Syndra, right? So right now, it's a battle of Syndra versus Jinx. Can we get Syndra before these fights start? Hido's here to deal damage as much as he can. We see Varsal here pushing in with Mechanics. Eversio sporting a 2-2-1 composition in the map. Mechanics and Varsal are on the top side here, while Hido and Akolic are in the mid lane. They're in a bit of a dangerous spot if you ask me. Oi, oi, oi! The Varus ult gets absolutely whiffed with the Trash Lantern. Eversio kind of giving up this dragon pressure. They don't really care about it apparently. It's the soul pointed dragon, so yeah, it's 2 dragons apiece. I think once they saw they don't want the soul. Oi, Iconic. A bit of a rough spot here. They are outnumbered heavily. I'm not too sure what they were thinking, honestly. So yeah, Mechanics got the recall of... I mean, we got the tier 2 bot lane, but we lost 2 key members here and the Baron buff on them, right? A bit of a misplay here from Eversio. I'm not a big fan of the dead stance third here on the Jarvan when he's going full lethality. I think synergistically it doesn't really make sense as well. But yeah, that is what it is. Alright, Awaken here on the side. He forced to use the Scion ult to escape. Varsal flashes onto the Varus and he does get the pick. Not before Varus ult goes off. And there's a lot of damage from the Syndra, and down he goes as well. It's just kind of the story of the Jarvan into the Steam comp. And if you saw correctly there, it was also maybe a little bit of a struggle to even take down this Varus at less than half health. So Varsal here flashes as well. Now, can we get more here from Eversio? To be fair, Glorp Cat don't really have damage at the moment without the Varus. They just need to catch the Syndra. Alright, a lot of damage onto the Trundle, the frontliner. He won't fall. The Trundle ult and Karma Shield is just too much. It's a big engage here from the Ornn. He does taking a lot of damage, but not before taking down the Trundle. That's 1 kill. Ornn is up next. There's the bomb from Hido to the side here. Awaken is running down the Karma. Double kill for Hido on the Ornn. Karma's out of the fight here. Syndra and Varus is back up here into the mid lane tier 2. It's an intense fight. It's still prolonged, but it does end and finish with the tier 2 dropping. Eversio getting a clean 2 kills and a tier 2 turret. Well done, Eversio. Well done, well done. Let's see. Interesting build choice here by the Scion here on Awaken. He goes Bandle Pipes and the helmet here for Hido, of course. Oh, what excellent trap placement here by Hido. Look at him kiting the ever-living nothings out of this Trundle. A big Karma shield, but in the end, Hido walks away with a kill. And that's how you do it, folks. You say you think AD carry is weak. Ha ha ha. You just need to be better. You just need to be Hido. Oi oi oi. Alright, so there's Varsal on the side. He drops the Demacian standard there. The flag toss. Well, this should be a good Baron for them. Provided the Varus and Syndra don't poke down too much. We see Awaken here defending. There's the rocket from Jinx for poke. Varus is around half health. Eversio need to turn. There's the Baron. They took it very fast. And he does here now. There's the knock-up from Awaken. Can I get more here? Eversio in a bit of a rough spot, but if they recall here, they have Baron buff. They can look to secure the game on this next push. So Awaken engages here onto the Ornn. Varsal goes in. There's the damage. Hido gets a kill. Can we get more? This feels like a penta. Oh no, okay. A lot of flashes and disengage used here by Glorp. And Eversio are looking strong here. They might want to go push this in. And that's a turret. Can we get more? They're on the inhib. And Varsal backs off. A big Syndra stun. Oh no, the damage Hido gets focused here. And Eversio go down. They do take the inhibitor. They do manage to trade here, getting a kill onto the Syndra. Iconic goes down as well. But this will be the soul point dragon from Glorp. Alright, Eversio here, kind of setting it up. They're looking for potential ways to end this game. They don't have Baron buff, so that can be tricky. Luckily though, Glorp Cats champs, not really the kind of champions that can clear a wave easily. Let's see. We're in a bit of a lull state here before Baron. Truth be told, Baron is a key part to winning a game. Teams can definitely turtle in, and yeah, I don't think hyper engaging onto Glorpcat is intelligent, and Glorpcat kind of are happy with that, right? They want to get the goal they lost. They want to get this last dragon and sort of fight around it. It really does benefit them a lot, actually. It doesn't benefit Eversio, but that Trundle with this dragon soul could really be strong and hard to kill. So let's see. Here's the fight, guys. This is it. This is either the last fight we see, or I don't know. I mean, Baron is up. If Eversio get Baron and stay healthy, they can finish the game. I'm not too sure Glorpcat want to sacrifice this. Baron's already at half health, guys. 7k, 5k, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. A very late smite, but we get it. And now, Eversio just need to push in this wave. Do they engage? Awaken could pull the trigger. A Connix hook goes absolutely wide. Let's see. Okay, we're a bit indifferent here. Varsal EQs over a wall. And Hido gets full on engaged. A nice reflect here by Mechanics. Reflects back the Ornalt. The Strand is not dying, is he? Alright, we get the 1. We get the 2. Hido's still awake. Oh, just barely. The GA popped. Here comes Varsal. He does go down eventually. So far that's 2 for 2. We still have Baron up. Hido's still awake. That's the important part. But the GA is popped on Hido. Flash barrier used as well. Eversio quickly sneaking this dragon before Glorpcat can get it. Alright, nice one. Hido gets it. And Awaken trying his best to deter Glorpcat. Oh, he flashes away. Nicely played there by Awaken. very long-winded game here. We see Awaken actually teleporting in to the bot lane, cross-mapping. Does he want to push in this turret is the question. Yeah, the current builds at the moment I'm seeing are a bit of an odd choice here, especially for jungle. The synergisty of the build is just not there in my opinion. But you kind of need more health items to make Sterax work. And more health items will also make dead stance kind of work better, right? Especially like items like Eclipse or Sundered. But yeah. Let's see. He realized later on into the build that he's not gonna be doing all that much for lethality, and he decides to get some pseudo tank items to fight with, right? So yeah, he's hoping he can accomplish his goal with the Jarvan. Okay, we almost hit the hook there. Hido working his way up to the last item of the build. This will probably be the Bloodthirster. He does secure it. Let's see here. Both sides aren't really the best scaling. I think maybe the Ornn items kind of make a bit of a difference, but I think it's more the composition that's lacking here. I think Eversio just need a little bit more from frontline. Right now this Jarvan pick is just not doing much. You're either gonna go full Bomba one-shot the Syndra and hope that Karma Shield isn't enough to keep them alive, but or else just, you know, opting into more frontline and just playing fights a bit slower around the Jinx might be the best option. We're seeing a lot of patience from both sides. It's not frequent you see it. That's gonna be the Dragon Soul. Now this could be the last fight of the match, guys, so stay tuned. Let's see. A big fight happening. He's already stacking up his Eden Tempo. Varsal going in, he'll be the first to fall. We see Mechanics flashing out. Hido still dealing damage. That orange health bar not moving at all. And that's just the problem with Jinx sometimes. Let's see. Oh, massive knock up here from Awaken. The dragon gets slain. It is gonna be the soul for Glorp Cat. We see Eversio actually teleporting down mid. Can they end the game is the question. With Baron buff on Glorp Cat's side. Let's see the call. This could be the end of the match. Or it might just not be it. Oh, at least it's not Baron. Baron definitely makes things hard for Glorp Cat. Sorry, for Eversio. Oh, we just take inhib, that's all? Okay, okay. I would have thought they took more there. They're going to go straight for the Baron. Who needs a jungler? Let's see. Awaken ult. Oh no! The Baron gets stolen with a smite! Let's see, but can Eversio maybe win from this? The Syndra's down too. It's only Varus who can actually deal damage. There's the Varus ult going wide. Mechanics teleports out. I'm not sure about that. Oh, he goes to cover a wave in topside. Let's see, let's see. This is actually going to Epic Dragon, guys. We're 45 minutes in. Holy. Let's see, let's see. I mean, Awaken's just getting tickled at this point. He's so strong on this Ion. He goes in, gets the Banshees of the Varus, but I'm afraid he goes in a bit too deep. Is this the end of the game? Is the question. No, it will not be. Mechanics with the Mel can definitely wave clear here, but it looks like Glorp Cat want to fight on this. They have Baron buff. They're getting pressured from the top side, but it's all the minions. Oh no, he does down. This is the game, guys, for sure. Eversio will not be able to hold this back. Iconic goes down. Varsal will soon follow. Well, it might seem like a victory on your screen, guys, but the result, unfortunately, is not the case here. It was a close one, though. Eversio had a good early start, and then they kind of lost it in the mid game. But then the late game, some things came into play, which was really tough to end the game with, right? So let's hope here for game 2 we'll have new spirits coming in. If we win this will be the first time we went 1-1 in these best of 2, so let's see. Good luck, Eversio, and we'll be right back with game 2. Alright guys, I'm gonna quickly swap on over to the draft as they started without letting me see the draft first, so GG. Alright, usually they give me the draft link and then they start, but both teams are really eager to start playing. So here we go, let's not keep you waiting. Jansen Hidal, he wants to make a return to the Rift Maltese League of Legends, right? And apparently he's gonna be playing Ivern Jungle as well. Oi, oi, oi. So let's see here. Eversio pretty much the same bans. Glorp banning out the Scion and going the first pick to Rumble for Eversio. Interesting. Interesting. This leaves Ambessa open, and like I was saying, I mean, Trundle is not like some 1v9 champion. Lilia is available. It's very buffed at the moment as well. Let's see what Glorp go for here. I would assume AD carry and jungle picks here. There's Lilia, locked in. Ay, ay, ay. Streamer magic. And let's see. Next pick, next pick. Another Varus. Alright, Varus, similar to the last game. I mean, he was not a problem at all. I think into Trundle could be a bit harder, but I mean, you have Lilia, right? You have the Varus out, you can do a lot of damage. Oh, is this really Samira locking in? For Hido. He's done with the Jinx. You can't carry these people. I'm gonna go Samira and just 1v9 the fights. No! Yes! Zeri, let's go! We locked in the Zeri. Alright, I'm much more fond of that over Jinx. I think we saw their Jinx full items, guys. Full items. She had 6 items. 6 out of 6. And she still could not kill the Ornn. Oi, 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 oi. Why even play Jinx at that point, right? Why even play Jinx? Let's see next pick here from Eversio. It could be the mid lane. No, it's the Lulu. So Lulu, Zeri in bot lane. Very locked in with the Trundle there. Let's see what Glorp choose here in the next picks. Against Lulu, I'm not too sure what he would take. There's the Nico ban. Oh, pick, sorry. So Nico, Varus, Lilia, a lot of AoE setup here for Glorp. Let's see. There's the Ambessa ban from Eversio. So it was a top lane Ambessa ban. Fair enough. Here I was thinking they're banning out jungle, but it seems like it is the top lane that's getting banned. We see Mel and Ornn getting banned as well. Very interesting. Who would ban Ornn is the question. Like, what champion doesn't want to play against Ornn? I'm not too sure. What do Glorp need here? Let's see, Syndra ban here as well for Eversio. There's the Ahri, a lot of magic damage. Does Eversio play Kassadin is the question. Kassadin would be a pretty cool pick here. Kassadin passive giving a lot of magic reduction. Let's see, top lane pick blind. Is it the Gnar? Gnar blind is commenting, you know, it's definitely something you need to be practiced to play Gnar. But if you get it down, I mean, he has range, he has melee, he has engage ability, good side lane as well. And there's the Kassadin. Wow, okay, are you listening to the streamer, guys? Oi, oi, oi. For a change, I'm listened to. Good, good. Maybe they tuned in after I was saying, pick Lilia, game on. And then we locked in Jarvan. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. So what do we get here? Last pick from Glorp Cat. You need heavy AD. Heavy AD here. Where the Glorp Cat go? I like, no, Aatrox is not good. Camille is good. Camille is really good. Oh no, they go Renekton, okay. I think Camille is really good here because you can kind of ult Zeri or Kassadin, right? And it does okay into Gnar because it's ranged. I think Camille would have been such a goated pick here by Glorp Cat, but they go for Renekton, okay. Fair enough. Who won game 1? Hey, you guess, Skyfall, guess. You have one guess, okay? And I'll entertain that guess. Yes. Alright guys, let's talk a bit about the individual matchups. Yeah, go watch the VOD Skyfall after this game. I think the commentary should be good, the game should be good, so it was a 40-minute banger. Or 45 minutes, I lost track of time. So let's talk a bit about the individual counters here. So starting with Gnar and Renekton in the top lane. Should definitely be Gnar favored, right? It's Awakens Gnar. And you can go early plated steel caps, right? And Renekton can't even play the game at that point. Yep, so we'll see how this goes here. Gnar definitely has the spacing on Renekton. In the jungle role here, Lilia versus Trundle, I mean, I talked about this in the last draft as well. Very Lilia favored, fast and clear, the whole shebang. Can even use Lilia W to get out of the Trundle pillar. So there's like a lot of play there. And yeah. Alright, so let's see how it goes here. This is definitely all eyes on mechanics here. If this Kassadin gets ahead, you can one-shot Lilia, one-shot Varus, do a lot of work. So let's see. They have not gotten into the lobby yet. Yes, Skyfall, yep. We have Awaken in top. And yeah, so jungle matchups are done. In the mid lane, Kassadin against Ahri. It's a rough matchup for the early game, right? I mean, what can I say? You need levels on Kassadin, right? You will give up the backline creeps. Just getting the melee minions is more than enough. You just want levels on Kassadin. And you pretty much auto win the game on second item in this team competitive. So if mechanics isn't delayed, and he can play on tempo, he'll be sitting pretty. Of course, Ahri does have a lot of advantages here early on, but the magic resist shred the charm, especially the low mobility of Kassadin before 6. So let's see how it goes. Ahri very strong in lane as well. I think though you get very little Ahri value if it's not on Trundle, because charming a Zeri or a Gnar might be difficult as well. Yeah, you can hear them picking the lobby here finally. They're in the lobby. Let's see. I'm just the streamer Skyfall. I don't know what happened to the team dynamics. But my guess would be Eversio had better success with Awaken in top. And maybe they're just choosing to play their last lifeline games with Awaken in top lane. Let's see. Yeah. Moving on to bot lane, Zeri Lulu against the Varus Nico. Now this is iconic and he does Zeri Lulu as well, so it's not like, you know, your average Joe Schmo. So I'm pretty sure Hida will take those nice trades. They really did well in the lane in the last match as well. Varus Nico though, once again, heavy poke, a lot of lockdown, a lot of damage, but the Lulu shield can negate a lot of that initial burst. So let's see how it goes. I think Varsal should just go all in on his early game, just perma gank bot and mid lane, and then just show up last person just to ult in team fights. You just want to ult Renekton and pillar Lilia, that's all. If you fall far behind here, you're not going to be playing the game, and the only advantage you have is the early levels before Lilia hits 6. You can drop some pillars and get some quick ganks, but it's definitely not first pick material in my eyes, but so I got another 2 minutes to go here. Hopefully we can pick up the W, you know? We really need this win, guys, so if we don't get it, say goodbye to Eversio and UKL. Hopefully next time we play we don't have that many changes. It was a bit too much and all over the place. Let's see. I really don't like the spectator delay. 2 minutes is a bit excessive to talk about, but anyways, I mean, you also have the option of going Frozen Heart on the Kassadin here and kind of reject a bit of what Renekton wants to do, but I mean, you're not gonna be stopping a Renekton stun for sure. It's a quick auto W for you. Let's see. Oi, I really need this to go in our favor. Let's see. I have hope once again, and I hope they bench the Jinx ID. I just think this champion at the moment isn't that great, but maybe I'm trolling, but you saw it too, right? You saw it too. 6 items and the Ord was not moving at all. But yeah, maybe the Lulu makes a difference, or the Milio, if you go Jinx, Lulu or Milio, right? I much prefer the Zeri. More mobility, and you also get a bit of magic damage as well, which helps in the itemization options. I really like the solo AP Kassadin here. I think it's very strong. So let's see how it goes here. Last 10 seconds before we can see the match. We can see Awaken's Gnar facing off the Renekton. Kind of chipmunk looking creature against a crocodile. Always fun, isn't it? Alright, good luck, Eversio. You'll need it. See you on the Summoner's Rift. It's not looking great here for the early trades. The Nico just doing a lot at the moment. Conic going for the trade. Iconic doing his absolute best service here to keep Hido alive and well. Giving Eversio's bot lane here some lane presence. Hello Freaky Feline, oi oi oi, to you too. So let's see. Nice shield there by Iconic, delaying the inevitable. Iconic takes a lot of damage though from the root. And somehow Mechanics gets charmed there in the mid lane. Right between the minions. Let's see here, Awaken comfortably controlling his jungle. We see Varsal finishing at approximately the same time here as Lilia. And Lilia quick to give up that Scuttle Crab, going to the top side one. Glorp, Glorp. Look at eggs here. Dashes onto Varsal. Here comes Awaken, throws the rock, but the Lilia deters the gank. And they will do good to back off there. Awaken laying down the pressure here. Despite no kills here, Eversio are doing really well in CS. The only real slight gold deficit is because Kassadin can't really CS on their turret here at the moment. But we got 10 CS here for Hido on the bot lane. 8 CS lead here for Awaken in top side. So there's that always. Oh, the Nico gank. Stops Mechanics is back. Delaying this Kassadin even more. I think it's a good call. Mahanix definitely wants to get back on the map as soon as possible. He does not want to keep delaying himself. Awaken kiting out this Renekton. But that Renekton ult being used to shove in the wave. Meanwhile, the Ocean Dragon is secured here by Glorp. The Lilia is up 3 camps at the moment. So having a very comfortable game currently. Hello Bino, good to see you. Yep, that is the real deal, Mr. Hido himself. He's back at it. Does Mechanics get gank here is the question. He does have that Rift Walk. He does use it. It's almost like he can sniff the gank. Let's see here. Awaken does the Razzle Dazzle special and sidesteps the Renekton. Now can he re-engage? Not at the time. It's a 10-minute deathless game. So let's see. Oh, I hope you can hear me, Mr. Bino. Let's see here. Mechanic's still having a bit of a hard time at the moment. He will come alive around that like second item mark. He just needs to survive to that point. I would like to see more help being given here, Lulu or Varsal here, just to bail him out, but it's gonna get harder now that AD carry and support have moved into the mid lane. Oh, there's the first blood here. Nice charm landed by Madame Mars here. Mechanics goes down. Yeah, it's okay. A death on Kassadin. I mean, it would have been nice to die when you can pick up the Rod of Ages fully. But, yeah. Bit of a sad moment, but Mechanics on the Kassadin should be able to come back later on. Let's see here. Awaken yet to find his solo play. He's just been disengaging on this Renekton. A big engage here onto Varsal. Gets him popped. Mechanics joins the fray here. He does get sleeped. And there's the ult from Iconic. The wild growth. Will it keep Mechanics alive? Meanwhile in the top lane here, Awaken looking for the solo play. A lot of action across the board, but Iconic seems to be the last one that will be going down here. And down he goes. And Lilia gets the kill on that one. Mechanics as well, getting pressured here in the mid lane. Just looking like more of a rough game at the moment than what we had in game 1. At least the Road of Ages is now secured on the Kassadin. Mechanics giving up the turret. And now he overcommits. The Ahri now dashing, bobbing, weaving. Can she take him down? Yes, she can. And now this Ahri is on a killing spree. Let's hope Eversio still have the motivation needed to continue playing this match. And not only that, to carry this match. It's another ordeal in itself. The problem I'm seeing right now is that AD carry and mid for Glorp Cat already finished their quest. They could swap and make life harder for Mechanics. He still needs to stay in mid lane to get his quest before he can trade in with AD carry in bot lane. Awaken now has the fully finished Trinity Force. And he's looking for the solo play. X doesn't have flash. And there's the rock. There's the Gnar ult. And there's another rock. The Renekton just barely saves him. And Egg able to walk out to that one. Varsal tries to find the engage here. He's fighting with Hido. There's the sleep. He gets 3. Yeah, this game's close to being called over, I would say. The Lilia damage, the sleep on top. A nice placement there from Lilia to land Q and E. Lovable llama, never say never. I believe. Yep. Never say never. Eversio forever. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, Brickoon said it, not me. Let's see, there's the Herald. At least Eversio gets something here. We see Nico transforming into a minion. Here comes Hido as well. Oh no, they were not expecting it. There's the Nico ult, it gets 2. Iconic in a bit of danger. The ult from Zeri popped. Hido's kiting, Varsal gets the kill onto Eggs. But here comes Lilia. Yeah, we're trying to take some advantage here. But it's looking really rough. Let's see here, soul point for Glorp Cat. And it's gonna go uncontested. Oh, Varsal attempting the steal. He does smite just a little bit early. But a good attempt nonetheless. There's not much else he would be able to attribute at the moment. Mechanics does have level 12. But he is down an item on the Sari. Let's see Awaken here. He dodges the Nico Q and he actually gets the ult and stun off. Damn, the Nico flashes. He even outs. There's the Trundle Pillar. And shutdown for Awaken. Nice. Small plays like this is what we need. Mechanics hits his 2-item spike. Eversio should be able to start playing a bit here. Mechanics finishing his 2nd item. Awaken in the meanwhile does himself some good and takes a bit of platings for himself. Alright, Awaken. We see him get engaged on by Eggs. Oh, flash for flash traded in the top lane. The bush just barely. Oh, Eggs uses a minion to dash forward, but Awaken will live by the skin of his teeth. Both top laners without flash at the moment. Come on, Eversio. We did not set up 2 hours of streaming for you to lose. Look at Hido Hager goes in. He gets the ult off, gets ulted, wild growth, and there's a kill for Tejido. 430 gold in his pocket. Can we get more is the question. Varsal jump scaring the Nico. Oh, we can get spotted on the ward. Glorp will be more than aware that he's pushing in the top lane. Oh no. Awaken gets baited by the ward. Unlucky one there. But that Nara ult isn't really a long one, is it? Oh, nice dodge there by Hido. An engage onto him could definitely spell doom at the moment. I like the boost choice here from Mechanics. It's a bit of a shame we're at Dragon Soul already. This Dragon Soul would have been really big for Eversio. But we actually see them start Baron in an exchange for a soul. This is a common strategy, but do they have the damage is the question. Glorp are coming to check. Baron's at 8k. Eggs is here, Ari is here, but the jungler is not. Eversio do still have a jungler. They can smite it, they got the Baron. Awaken falls, Varsal flashes the wall. Hido needs to run away. The Ari has no more dashes. Oh no, Hido will be sacrificed here most likely. There's the damage. Oh, yo, Iconic will back off. So at the very least, they delay the Baron call here. Oh, Iconic lives! What a sidestep. Oh no. Oh no, the Demon King is here. Nani deska. Lilia just walks up, presses Q, and Iconic goes down. But at the very least, we got two Barons up, right? We got Varsal and Mechanics. And enemy team don't get Baron. So nice way to delay the game even further. Varsal thinking about flanking here. Not too sure how this will work out. Mechanics gets a lot of damage out. We're starting to see this Kassadin turn online. He's level 16 and he's got 2 items. There it is. That's the kill room to Mechanics. That's why you pick Kassadin. This champ's just busted if you can get the right conditions going. You just need to not give a lot early game, right? Especially against a full AP team like this. And that, mind you, that was the attack damage Renekton that Mechanics just close to one-shot it. Alright, Lilia flashes and ults 4 people. Why? Why? What's the benefit of that? Holy! Glorp inting. Hido dashes in. He gets damage onto Varus. But Hido goes down. Oh no. It's the battle of throws here. But you see Awakening with the flank. He does not have any charge or fury left. He goes in, gets the kill. Yes! He gets the shutdown onto Varus. Can we get more? No. No, but we get a lot. We get a lot. Loki, if Hido doesn't insta-dash there, we might have... Well, we wouldn't have ended the game, but yeah, that would have been much better. But I mean, you can't blame him, huh? You can only be so perfect, huh? We all make mistakes. Mechanics, though, turning it up. I think he's the one that has awakened. Hoho, budumts. Alright, let's see, let's see. Mechanics might get another solo kill here. Does the area push up? Pan onto Mechanics, come on, shared screen. Yes. Let's see, a bit of a slow state at the moment until we get more. A nice pillar here by Varsal. Come on, Varsal. That's the way to do it. Varus absolutely disrespecting the pillar there. You can't be halfway up the lane and not expect that. Let's see, Varsal goes in, he gets knocked up. He does on the side hitting. We see Awaken on the side as well, but he does manage to get out. Mechanics dashes in. And that's a quick kill for Eversio. But it does leave them a bit low on HP. Hido. Oh. He buffers the Varus ult. And there's teleport from Eggs. This is the epic dragon, guys. The Elder Dragon. Whoever gets this wins the game. We see a teleport here by Mechanics, showing the urgency to gain control over this dragon. Mechanics dashes in. Does he dash again? He does. He gets damaged by the Renekton. He does on the side, taking some damage himself from Lilia. Eversio start this dragon. This could be the end. Let's see. I assume Eversio want to turn this. Oh no, Awaken. Oh, he falls so low. Hido pops the ult. That's Zeri ult used. Hido kind of forced to deal damage here. Varsal goes in. The dragon's falling low. It's a 2k, 3k, 1k. Oh no, Lilia gets it. Oh, that's the end of Eversio. That's a rough one. In almost the same second, 3 members of Eversio fall down to the Elder Dragon buff. Starting the dragon there was a bit hasty from Eversio. Now Mechanics and Iconic against the world. And the world has Elder Dragon. What can they do to stop this? Mechanics goes in. He finds the kill on Tavares. He falls low and the Elder Dragon finishes him off. Despite how much magic resist you might have, true damage is true damage. And that's exactly what Elder Dragon has to offer. This is sadly potentially the end of the Eversio UKAL run. I might be wrong about that one, but I do know we definitely needed this win. Oi, oi, oi. Well, it definitely lasted longer than what it was looking like, but the end result has me disappointed. I think we could have won this game if different things were changed, of course. Back to the drawing board. They will know more than me what they need to improve, I'm sure, if they review their matches together. Better luck next time, Eversio. This was a tough match to face. And for all the viewers, I hope you still had your enjoyment and your own part from the stream and all the commentary. Until we meet again, let me just quickly double check if we have another match on Thursday. The 19th Thursday. We do have more. Okay, guys, so stay tuned as we have one more best of 2 on Thursday against HL Tordi Esports. Alright, guys, that'll be it from me. Good night. Thank you for tuning in, and good luck, Eversio, for your next match.